I'm from Jadika's voicemail.
Okay, so yeah, that is incorrect because I am not her backup. So like y'all are so fucking stupid. The fuck? If a fucking voicemail says November of last year, what the fuck you calling me for? That's why I hate people. Ugh. What's up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with the season finale of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Season 5, episode number 16. The episode is titled Burn Book Revisited. If you guys are watching this video or any other on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and also by sharing the video, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let us go ahead and get into this episode of Salt Lake City, shall we? So I know I realized I took myself off of mute and I was still fussing about this phone call that I just got. So I apologize, you guys. I just can't deal with people who don't listen to shit. Like if you hear a voicemail and the voicemail tells you I am out of the office from November blank blank and I'll be back Monday, November blank blank, the hell you calling me for? And we're already in fucking January. Like common sense would say no. Maybe this ain't the person that I need to call. Ugh. But yeah, you guys, tell me what you guys thought about this episode of Salt Lake City. This episode was hilarious. I ain't never laughed so much in my life. I thought last season's finale was good, but this one, the girls showed up. I'll say that the girls definitely showed up. The girls, they showed up and they showed out last night. So the episode, and this is the second season in a row. Well, I didn't watch season, which was season. We're in season 5, so I didn't watch season 3. So I don't know where season how season 3 ended, but I know how season 4 ended when they were in Bermuda, and then this season it ends with them in a cast trip. They didn't even go home and have a finale party. They just they just cut it at that damn trip. So the episode opens up, and so we see Meredith. Meredith is sitting outside. Her and Heather are having breakfast, and Meredith has this eye, and even an eye patch. It's one of those sleep masks. She has a sleep mask over her face with one eye covered. I was just like, oh my god, Meredith, girl, you are extra. But it was hilarious to me. It was hilarious to me. So Meredith and Heather are talking about the night before, right? And when they were talking, excuse me, Heather is telling Meredith, like, you didn't have to, yell at me. And Meredith is like, well, she feels like her raising her voice is the only way that they'll listen to her in the group. And Meredith said, well, that's why I apologized to you and, you know, and gave you the explanation. So Heather accepted her apology, right? And so also, I will say, so I did watch it live. Well, not live, but I did watch it on Bravo last night, and then I did rewatch it again today on Peacock because I saw on the screen where it said if you want to see the uncensored, the edit, the extended version and uncensored, to watch it on Peacock today, and the edited, the uncensored version and the extended version, whoa, even worse than on Bravo, right? So we see as Heather has sent the ladies a text message and she's telling them to get ready for lunch, right? So they're all going to be going to lunch dressed as different versions of Lisa. When I tell y'all, when I saw them women come down there with them wigs on and everything, I was just like, oh my God. Y'all knew damn well y'all was wrong with these synthetic wigs with no scalps, no nothing. I hollered when I saw them wigs. Those were the ugliest wigs. And Lisa is so self-absorbed and so all about herself that oh my God, I'm going to lunch with 7 Lisas. It's like, girl, shut up. And then she's talking about the fact that Whitney has on um I guess 3-year-old Tom Ford pants. I was like, Lisa, you really want to make yourself to be that girl. But again, you're not that girl. But okay, if that's what you want to say, that's what you want to do it, right? So they sit down for lunch, and each of the girls have, they take the chance to pretend to be Lisa, right? So everybody goes. And then at one point, she got down to it, and we got to Whitney. So Whitney got up and she did her impersonation of Lisa. And then Lisa noticed that there was a tag hanging outside of Whitney's clothes, and so she asked Whitney, like, why is there tags hanging outside of your clothes, right? So Whitney says, well, because she's heard that Lisa wears things and returns it. I was like, oh my God, here we go again. Because didn't Lisa say that about that girl Maylee, whatever the hell her name was? That is so crazy. We ain't saw hide nor hair of that girl in episodes, and they did a whole cast photo shoot with Maylee, whatever what Mealy, Melly, whatever her name is. They did a whole photo shoot with that girl, only to not use her. Damn, I wonder if they even paid that girl for this season because I can't imagine that they did. If she did, good, congratulations for her getting a little bit of a check. But if she didn't get a check, then okay, I guess, right? So after that, so back to Lisa and Whitney going back and forth with each other, right? So Lisa and Whitney are going back and forth because Lisa is pissed off because she's saying she doesn't return clothes and she's cussing Whitney out, right? And Whitney is saying that she believes that Lisa is fake. That I 1000% agree with. I believe that Lisa's a fake, phony person. And Whitney says to Lisa that, she basically discards the people when she no longer has any use for them. I was like, I can see that. I can absolutely see that. See Lisa discarding of people once she no longer has any use for them. And so Lisa's talking about Whitney is never going to sell businesses like she's done. I was like, girl, shut up, because you really think you are that girl and you're that important. You're not. You're not. Let's just keep it real with each other. You're not. You ain't that girl, Lisa Barlow. You're boring. You look like a witch. You should find somebody else to do your makeup. Like that's really what I want her to do is find somebody else to do her makeup because her makeup is atrocious. So, like I said, they're going back and forth. They're arguing with each other, and after that, we see as Lisa mentioned because at this point, I think Whitney brought back up this whole thing about her business, and Lisa was like, "Either you prove that, or I'm going to sue you, and I'll take your new home." I was like, "Okay, girl, okay, I get it, but it ain't that deep. It really ain't that deep." But like I said, the way that Lisa has acted this season when it came down to that whole stuff with Whitney's business, it did give a hit dog was hollering. Like it legitimately gave a hit dog was hollering. Because the way that Lisa is so defensive, if I ain't done nothing to you, I ain't gonna be as defensive as Lisa has been. Like I really wouldn't be. And it's crazy to me, but hey, if Lisa says she didn't do it, then Lisa says she didn't do it. Do I believe it? Like I said plenty of times before, I don't believe it because I believe she said some things about Whitney, and we're gonna definitely get to some things that's been said about people once we get to the end of the episode because the end of the episode was a damn doozy. So Brittany comes out of her mouth and is like, "Well, Lisa, you've been nice to me, and I don't think you would do anything like that." And I'm like, "Girl, just shut up," because just last week when they were jumping down your throat about recording, Lisa was one of the main people coming for you. So sit back and shut it up. And I think even Mary was like, "Girl, you hush. Like, you got caught recording this." And so Brittany then gets into what Mary talking about, "Well, you guys all have done that." And they were like, "We have never recorded each other." And so then she was like, "Well, Mary, you were recording outside of the window." I says, "Run that back again, Brittany." She was recording outside of the window. Is that the best that you got when it comes down to Mary? That she was recording outside of the window? Brittany, please shut up. Please shut the hell up. As cuckoo and as nutty as Brittany is, I actually do want them to bring Brittany back for season 6. I think Brittany, again, she's a nutcase, but she's a fun nutcase, and I would absolutely like to see Brittany again. I really would. Um, so this whole table is just going back and forth. So then at one point, Brittany and Meredith are going back and forth because Meredith is telling Brittany that Brittany is telling Meredith that she won't recover from what she did to her. I was like, oh my God. I was like, why did you even go for Meredith? Because Meredith is going to say the same thing to you. And she absolutely did. And Meredith, I like you, Meredith. But like I said last week, and I'll say it again this week, you're putting 20 on 10. You're putting 20 on 10 because Brittany didn't allude to you having an eating disorder. Brittany didn't allude to nothing. That is all in your head, Meredith. Like, let's call a spade, and let's be real about the situation. Like, you made that stuff up, not Brittany. So please stop. So then, out of nowhere, Brittany got upset and walked away from the group. I was like, here we go again. Brittany is looking for a moment. And Mary is like, just let her do what she gonna do. Let her leave. And I was with Mary, like, let her leave. Shit. Who cares if she walks away? Like, it ain't that big of a deal. She wants y'all to follow her. So I know Lisa followed in behind her, and so did Angie. When Angie followed in behind her, Mary felt the way because of the fact that you know, Mary and Brittany have been going back and forth with each other, and she asked her like, and she said it like, Angie, don't go after her. She actually told all of them don't go after her, but they still did anyways, right? So Mary feels a way that Angie went after her, and that'll come back up a little bit later in the episode. So after this, we see as the girls split up. So I think it was Bronwyn, Mary, Meredith, and Lisa who went horseback riding. And it was Mary in her interview that had me hollering at Meredith. And then I think it was Heather, Whitney, Angie, and I believe Brittany. They went to make ceviche. And I was like, okay, I've never heard of ceviche, but they went to go make ceviche. Now, the thing that had me, two things in this particular scene had me screaming. It was Angie over there with the ceviche that didn't know that chicharron, she thought chicharron was tits because of chi-chis, right? I was like, no. I was like, Angie, chicharrones is pork. That is pork. Go to your local convenience store, buy some pork rinds, and look at the bottom of it. Like it has chicharron on there, and chicharron is pork. I cackled at that, but then I really cackled over there with the horses with marrying them, right? So I think Bronwyn and Meredith's horses, they were bucking, and I was like, oh no, 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 no. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that, but that one would have me hollering. It was Mary when she was talking about Meredith. She was like, Meredith, you can't hear, so there are just certain things you shouldn't do. And riding the horse is one of them. I was like, Mary, what the hell does her not being able to hear have to do with her? Um, I was so confused as to what her hearing has to do with her riding a horse. But that's what Mary said. I was like, okay, Mary, I guess, right? So back over with the other girls. Actually, no, we married them. Married them eventually got off the horses and they went in the water. And so Mary let the other girls know that at this point that she's done with Angie because of the fact that Angie went to go check on Brittany, especially after the way that Brittany has, come for Mary, right? And I was like, I get that. I can get that. I can definitely get that. But it was just so fucking funny. Mary talking about Meredith and the hearing. I was like, what does her hearing have to do with this? And then again, Angie, chicharron is not tits or boobs. Chicharron is pork. Pork. Oh God. And that wasn't even the tip of this episode. And like I said, if you guys watch the uncensored version was even funnier to me because you can hear the cussing and all that kind of stuff. Hey, Bill, you say JB, they did their big one with this one. They did. I think this one even topped. I feel like this. Do I feel like this one? Yeah, because Heather can't live off of that receipts, proof, timeline like she did from last season. I love this episode. Mary had me rolling talking about that lady hearing. It was so funny her talking about that lady's hearing. Like I could not stop laughing. So then, y'all, this is where the shit went to hell. The ladies went to dinner. Now the theme park was so beautiful. The lights at night was beautiful. Now, Bronwyn, girl, what the hell was that peacock jacket that you had on? It was ugly, ugly as fuck. So we find out at dinner that Meredith and Angie they're on good terms with each other, and so now this wasn't funny. It was actually really sad to see because Angie was trying to talk to Mary. Now, baby, when Mary was eating that food, she was chomping down on that food. I don't know what kind of pizza Mary had, but Mary was tearing that piece up, and Angie was talking to her, right? And when Angie was talking to Mary, Mary was ignoring Angie and giving her the cold shoulder, and I felt bad for Angie, but I get where Mary's coming from because if you guys have been watching this show, you guys know that they do treat something like even season 1 and 2 with Jen. Jen season one, they treated her, Jen was a piece of shit to Mary. Mary wasn't without fault when it came to the Jen stuff, but I think Jen just took it overboard. Then season two, instead of them attacking Jen for what she did to, those victims of hers, and even attacking Jenny for her racist comments, everybody was coming from Mary season two, and that's why Mary didn't appear season three. And I got where Mary was coming from with this whole stuff with Angie. Now, what I will say though, Mary, I know you're probably not going to do this because you are in the church, but you need therapy because you're talking about your abandonment issues. It was heartbreaking. But I got ahead of myself. Baby, that dinner. Not she looked like toucan Sam from her Fruit Loops box. So Mary is so Angela's like, Mary, I love you. She was like, you know, you came into my life and you changed my life. I was like, oh wow, that's deep. And she was trying to hold Mary's hand, and Mary was like, no. She's like, I'm done with you. And Angie was like, you said that God put me in your life for a reason. She's like, and maybe I was wrong. I'm not always right. I was like, oh, Mary. I was like, damn, that's her. I mean, and Angie said that really hurts me. And Mary said, well, you hurt me by going to check on Brittany, especially after how Brittany has treated me. And so then, Angie just broke down crying, and I really believed Angie's tears, and I believe that Angie loves Mary, and I believe Mary loves Angie because when they finally, got back on one accord with each other, Mary says that she always, oh God, this is emotional because I really felt that emotion from both of them. Because Mary said that, every time she talks to Angie on the phone, she wants to say that she loves her, but she doesn't want to be the first one to say that I love you. And I get why Mary said that because Mary is still dealing with the abandonment issue. Excuse me, yeah. And now, if you guys know, Mary's mom and her stepfather did an interview. I believe it was either season one or season two of Salt Lake City with Up and Adam, who is the person that Meredith and Whitney were arguing about. He did an interview with her mom, and that interview with Mary's mom, I didn't really like it because that woman, I could only watch so much of that interview because it felt like that woman was lacking accountability when it came to Mary. Do I think that there are some things because she was, in a sense, she was kind of painting Mary out to be a liar. You guys remember the story of season one. It was an interesting ass interview that I didn't finish. I started watching it and I just had to say, you know what? No, thank you. I'm good on this. I'm good on you. Because I found it so odd that she's talking about how she loved her daughter, but you ain't talked to your daughter in as long as your grandson has been alive. And so if you loved her so much, why did you need to go to a blogger and get on an interview with him and say how much you love and miss your daughter instead of actually calling your daughter and talking to your daughter? Like, I have so many questions when it comes to that. Bill said I got so emotional. So yeah, Mary was talking about the fact that she's been abandoned by her mother, and the fact that her father abandoned her, and she said her father said that he didn't even like her. And I was like, wow, I don't know how you can tell a child that you don't like them. I don't know how you can tell a child that you don't like them. That's so weird to me. And you're the parent, like you created them. Mary didn't ask to be here, but like I said, again, I know since Mary is in a church that people in the church don't believe in therapy, but Mary needs to go to therapy. Uh, Ashley DeMocha Barbie says, I was crying too. You could feel the love through it. You really could feel the love between Mary and Angie. And I believe it's real. I absolutely believe it's real. So after that, this is where the shit just goes for a nosedive. Meredith decided to bring up and Adam. So Meredith says that Adam reached out to her to let her know that with Whitney, he never told, which I do believe he even said it on a video or something like that. After Whitney was on Watch What Happens Live earlier this season, I do believe he did come out and say that he never did tell Whitney that it was Lisa that did this. So he has said this since the show has aired, and all this shit went to hell because Lisa is still saying she didn't do it and telling Whitney to prove it. And so Whitney then says, "Well, I know that you feed stuff to Reality Von Teese. Now, if you guys know who reality, if you guys know about Reality Von Teese, you guys know that that is Monica Garcia from last season, right?" So then Whitney says, "I talked to Monica." I was like, "Oh my god." When she says she talked to Monica, I was like, Heather is gonna flip her lid. And lo and behold, Heather flipped her lid. Heather flipped her lid, and so did Lisa, and even Meredith kind of flipped her lid. I was like, y'all are really still mad at Monica. I find y'all ladies incredibly fascinating that y'all still have this animosity and hatred and venom for Monica. Is Monica weird? Yes. Is Monica probably crazy as fuck? Yes. Monica's a slew of other things. But y'all are okay with a woman coming back to the show that defrauded the elderly. I'm not gonna ever let y'all forget that y'all are okay with Jen Shaw coming back to this show. Which that could be sooner, because I just saw last night that her sentence got reduced again. So she can get out of prison, she'll be out of prison by next year. So y'all are okay with Jen coming back, but y'all have so much hatred and vitriol for Monica. Now, Heather, I get it. I get you because that girl owed you money. If you owe me money, it's F you for life, right? So I got that. Especially as much money as Monica owed Heather. I got it. I ain't mad at it. I hope the hell not. No, so Meredith, so what happened is Meredith was doing an interview recently, and the interviewer asked her who would she prefer to come back, Jen or Monica, and she says she's okay with Jen coming back because Jen has basically owned up to everything that she's done, which that's a bullshit ass lie. Jen was lying up until the last minute. So, but yeah, I think that most of the girls are okay with Jen coming back over Monica, and I still find that odd. Y'all want that Tasmanian devil to come back. That woman was hell. So after that, right? Whitney and Meredith were going back and forth, right? Whitney is telling Meredith, like, what you're coming at me for is what you're doing. I was like, huh? I want understanding it. You said that Adam told you. Well, okay, I guess I can see where Whitney is coming from. Adam told you that, and this I'm using air quotes. Adam told you that Lisa was the one that said the stuff about the Alibaba stuff. Meredith is coming to you saying that he told her that he never told you that. Okay, so I'll give you that, Whitney. Meredith doesn't see it that way. So this long ass monologue that Heather gave about the women saying foul and fucked up things about each other. So Heather decides to take it upon herself to say, we're just going to read this burn book out loud. So go through your phone and find the meanest text or message that you've said about anybody in the group, and we're going to read them out loud. I said, huh? Say what now? Oh, y'all are about to go to hell with this. And it did. It got deep. Oh, and two of them in particular, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck? Do I feel this thing was yeah, I do. Absolutely was. It absolutely was because some of those they weren't text messages they were reading. They were screenshots. So I think production told them find some of the worst things that you've said about each other, and save it in your phone, and we're gonna read it to the other person because some of those were screenshots. Some of them were text messages, but quite a few of them were screenshots. Now the one that so Mary was the first one to go. I don't know what she I couldn't so I wasn't listening to what Heather was reading because it was Heather's face. Because Mary said I'll go first, and when Heather read it, she read it before she even started reading it out loud, and her face started to look like she was about to cry. I said, "Girl, what does it say?" I'm a paraphrase. I'm a paraphrase it, and you guys can tell me if I'm on. If this is what you guys got. So basically, Mary was saying to Heather that, you're not the same Heather that I once knew. You've let fame and all this stuff go to your head, and you basically look down your nose at me, so to speak, which is true, which is absolutely true. I think all the girl, but I mean, let's be real, Mary. They've been looking their nose down at you for a very long time. I think, but Mary was telling the truth about Heather. Heather has lost all this weight. Heather has done everything she can do to become quote unquote cool, and forgets she forgets where she came from and who she was, right? But Heather's like, but I like the person that I see today. I was like, girl, shut up. The worst idea because clearly a few weren't ready. Oh God, we gonna get into them because the ones that my mouth didn't drop with that one. I just laughed at Heather's face. It was Heather's face. Ashley says, but it was so good. Mary told no lies. Um, she, y'all know that word. When she took her out when she said she loved her anyway. Yeah. So then after that, who was next after? Oh, we get to Brittany. Girl, Brittany, what the hell was this that you came up with? That you wanted to have tea? You would have rather had tea with Bronwyn over Mary? Girl, what? Sit down. Go on somewhere now. Now, what Bronwyn said to Brittany, it was true. It's stuff that I think we've all said about. It's stuff that I think we've all said about Brittany. We don't know Brittany. What we see about Brittany is chaotic as hell. She needs to go worry about her kids. And Brittany got offended, like, you don't know me, Bronwyn. Girl, we don't know you, but what we see of you is a colossal mess. It's a colossal mess. So Bronwyn went off basically what she said about you. Because and the interesting thing is the women are saying the things to each other that I think we, the fans, also feel about them, right? Because I agree with what Mary said about Heather. I agree with what Bronwyn said about Brittany. Now, next, oh God, the next one. This is why I said, damn, like the Kevin Hart meme. Angie went next, and hers was to Bronwyn. When I tell you my mouth dropped to the ground, I was like, fuck Angie. So Angie says that she admires Bronwyn for getting with a man who has 1 foot in the grave, 1 foot in the grave, and 1 foot on a banana peel. I said, damn. Oh God. When she said that when it and then she said, she talked about Bronwyn's ears being sewn to her. She can't listen because her ears are sewn to her face or something like that. Then she said, she when she said that girl sucked her way to the top. I said, well, damn. She sucked her way to the top. And Ron was like, it's okay. It's how you feel. It's how you feel. Hell no. I'm sorry. I would have got up and drug the hell out of Angie. Bitch, Fuck you saying that my husband is one has one foot in the grave and another one on the banana peel. It was the fact that you said I sucked my way to the top. Girl, you think that low of me? That you think that low of me? My God, today. Oh, I know. See, I would have flipped out at that point. The person who flipped out, I was like, bitch, you doing the most for no reason. But yeah, the point was to clear it out. The point was to clear it out, and that cleared the table right there. But that wasn't the worst of them all. That wasn't the worst. So Lisa went next, right? Lisa, this is bullshit because we've heard what you said about we heard you call Meredith a whore and said she fucked with all of New York. But then yours is talking about that you think that she digs up information on people. Girl, go to fucking hell. Yeah, I agree. Very true. Clear it all out. Belle says, I do think that Lil Bronwyn, the way she the way she's such on Lisa's dick. Yeah. Uh, oh, suck. Yeah, I mean, I can see it, but damn. It was the banana. It was I started laughing at the one foot in the grave and the banana peel. I was like, wow, Angie, good one. So then after that, the one that Heather wrote to Whitney, she called her a low life piece of shit that has let fame get to her. I was like, well, y'all both have let fame get to yourselves, so it's not too far off either one of y'all. Then it was something about her jewelry, right? Where she said that shit ain't even selling. I said, oh my God. Who came whatever producer came up with this, they deserve a raise for this right here because this was chef's kiss. So then here's where it gets theatrical. This is where we start to get theatrical. So Meredith wrote, who did Meredith write one to? Meredith, did I write down Meredith? I don't remember writing down Meredith. I know Meredith wrote one, but I don't remember who it was to. Or did they show Meredith? Because on Bravo they didn't show Lisa's that she wrote to they didn't show Lisa's to Meredith. I'm trying to remember who Meredith wrote one to. I don't remember. So after that, Lisa goes. Well, no, Whitney went. Hers is to Lisa, right? So Whitney is prefacing this by saying, "This is from Okay, Meredith didn't write one. Okay, so Whitney's trying to preface this by saying, this is a rumor that I heard that I don't believe, right? So this is a text message that she sent to Angie. So in the text message, she says to Angie that her and Justin were at a party, and a woman said to her that if you guys ever want a third, that she could be that third. And Whitney, I think Whitney is saying that Lisa can vouch for this because Lisa was making out with the woman while the woman was jerking John off. I said, "Oh my God." So Lisa loses it. "Oh my God, you're talking about John. Don't talk about John. He's such a nice person. Oh my God. Like, you can talk about anything else. You guys are talking about my marriage. You guys are talking about my marriage. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, fuck you, Whitney. Fuck you, Whitney." It's like, man, Bronwyn was just told that she sucked her way to the top, and her husband got one foot on in the grave, and one on a banana peel. They've said something about each other's marriage, but you guys talk about my marriage, and you talk about sex when it comes to my marriage. It's like, Lisa, girl, shut the fuck up. So then Meredith is over here crying. I'm like, Meredith, what are you crying for? And she is just doing. They are doing the most, and I love the fact that when they were talking about Up and Adam, because Heather's telling both Meredith and Whitney to change their numbers and discommunicate with him, right? And that she says to them, what did she say? Oh, she's telling them to change their numbers, don't communicate with him, right? And they're listening to it, but Lisa's still over here going off, right? And I love the fact that Mary clocked both Meredith and Lisa, telling them that they are hard. They're they're hard people to kind of be friends with or anything like that, right? And she's dealt with it before. And Mary's like, me? She's like, me. And Mary said, yes, you. I was like, come on, Mary, give it to her. Give it to her. So she's told Whitney to fuck herself, right? So now she's mad at Angie. I said, girl, what are you mad at Angie for? What are you mad at Angie for? So he said the way Lisa went off while still reading aloud, it was hilarious. Oh, you love my Lisa voice. Thank you. One foot in the grave and another on the banana peel. Oh my God. I was too. So then y'all know Angie is not my girl. I don't see it for Angie. But I feel bad for Angie because then Lisa's like, oh, well, Angie, I've heard that people say that Sean does circle jerks. I was like, ma'am, these are supposed to be the mean texts that y'all said to each other. This is why I said what Lisa had Meredith read was bullshit because you've said meaner stuff. Because, I mean, how do you just come out your mouth and say that woman's husband is involved in circle jerks? Like, girl, what? And Angela was ready to go over that table at Lisa. Like, she was ready to go over that table at Lisa. And I honestly wanted her to because my God, today, these women went to hell. So then Lisa gets up from the table and leaves. Like, take this mic off me. Oh my God, please take this mic. Take the mic off me. I'm done. I'm done. I am done. And then Meredith's over there talking about, fuck this. I'm done. I was like, Meredith, ain't nobody said nothing negative about you. So why are you so upset? I still don't understand why Meredith was so upset. Belle said, that's my friend. Don't come from my friend. Leave Angie alone. I ain't said nothing about Angie. That was Lisa. Baby, Lisa said that her husband is involved in. I was like, wow. Mm, 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 mm. Another solid season finale from Salt Lake City. Another one. I mean, the ladies delivered. I am so curious to what the reunion is going to give. And it's a 3-part reunion. She didn't want another hot mic moment. She didn't. She did not. That's why she was telling them to take that mic because she got up from that table and took that microphone off, and it was over from there. So let's get to the closings, you guys, because again, these ladies didn't even have a finale party. They did not have a finale party, but they didn't need one because this was epic. So we'll go down the line. So this is Bronwyn's closing. It says, while her friendship with Lisa remains fraught, Bronwyn and Todd's relationship has grown stronger. Girl, has it? Gwen still has no plans to meet her grandparents, and Bronwyn has no plans to host a couple's vacation unless Todd makes the guest list. So we get Heather. So Heather, oh God, not another book. So Heather has finished her second tour for her second book and has begun working on a third. She realized her time is better spent writing notification than nasty text message. Nonfiction, my bad. Nonfiction than nasty text messages. Spoiler alert, Mormons are somewhat, oh God, Heather, not another Mormon book. Then the Wicked Witch. Oh, she was telling Whitney at one point, she was like, you could talk about anything else but John. And Whitney was like, but I could talk about your looks. And she's like, what can you say about my looks? I was like, that you look like a witch, that you have crow's feet, that your makeup artist should stop doing whatever they do to your face because it ages you. Your hair is flat. Uh, you have terrible style. Um, you look like a melting witch. What else can we say about you? Oh, I mean, yeah, you're just a bland human being. So that's what we can say about your looks. That's what we can say about your looks, Lisa Barlow. So Lisa, John, and Henry. Oh, but let me see. Belle says we don't want another vacation with Father Tiny anyway. He's boring. Ashley says not Father Ty. Belle says, damn, JB. I mean, am I lying about Lisa? Am I lying? If I'm lying, then I'll apologize. But I don't think I'm lying. Lisa needs, that's another one. Lisa needs to eat some damn vegetables. So Lisa, John, and Henry have gone the distance this summer, traveling around the world, first class. Oh, okay. You can afford first class now, huh? Because your show couldn't afford it when y'all came back from California. Whatever. And can't wait until Jack returns from his colonizing mission in 6 months, because that's not a mission. He's on a colonization thing. He's colonizing people. Let's call it what it is. Colonization. Colonization. Meanwhile, Lisa and John have plans to build a new home, but no intentions to assign bedrooms. Can you afford it? If you, I mean, how you gonna? Never mind. Shut up, Whitney. Whitney has Whitney has finally sworn off speaking to bloggers and engaging in the rumors and the nastiness. Instead, she's pouring that energy into making Prism a bigger success. She's also vowed to keep Justin out of her drama. Okay. Meredith. Since becoming a bat mitzvah, Meredith has been engaging more with her spirituality after selling out of her bath bombs. Girl, really? Never mind. She is now pivoting from beauty to the world of espionage. Okay, Meredith. Okay, Meredith. Espionage. Working on a signature pink M&M recording. Okay, okay, Meredith. Whatever. She will not be sharing her business plans with Whitney. Girl, you just shared it with her on this show. You're going into SB. Okay, okay, Meredith. Okay. Mary thanks God for the help and support Robert Jr. has received, and they are taking recovery day by day. She's even more grateful that Jared has stopped DMing her. Oh my God, you guys. So I didn't get the screenshot of this, but last week on Instagram, Robert Jr. posted in his Instagram stories, and I'm paraphrasing this, but I know this word, he said this word in particular. So he said about the ladies, he said, don't look at these sluts as role models. If you want to look at something like, if you only want to look at a role model, look at his mama, something to that effect, right? But he called all the women sluts, and his mama's the only role model. I said, well, damn. And then lastly, we get Angie. Angie, no, it says no longer being tied to the phone. Angie now has more time to spend with her father, leaving a lecture free to roam. Her salons are busier than ever. Fortunately, high body hair count is not offered as a service. Oh my God. That is a mess. So let me get back to the comments. Bell says, yep, colonizing. Oop, you whacking the out of Lisa, by the way. Yeah, I don't like, I just don't see it for Lisa Barlow. I've never saw for her. There's a subsection on Twitter that loves to say she is that girl, but I don't understand what makes her that girl. But okay, if y'all believe that, then y'all believe it. Ashley says Lisa brought Justin into the drama, in my opinion. She did. She absolutely did, because Justin didn't say nothing to her. He, Robert Jr. was going off. Yep, he definitely called them sluts. I was like, damn, sluts? Okay. Yikes. Tell us how you really feel, Robert Jr. But yeah, you guys, that was the season finale of Salt Lake City. The girls did good. The girls did good, but baby, ain't no way in hell. I don't know how y'all can this friendship right here would be fractured if it were. I mean, I know that the purpose of that burn session was to put it out there and to move on, but some of them were just way, way left. Angie, did you? I mean, did you? You couldn't. I mean, damn. They said find the worst. She said find the worst. You found the worst when it came to Bronwyn. You found the worst. And Heather found the worst when it came to Whitney. The fact that she called her a piece of shit, I was laughing at that because that was funny to me. That had me cackling. That had me cackling. But yeah, you guys, that's it. So I'm gonna get off of here, and the only thing that we have left to come up is I still gotta watch Abbott Elementary from last night. I gotta watch uh Abbott and Sold on S Sold on SLC. That show is really good, you guys. I love that show. It is messy, 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 messy. And then we'll be back to on Friday with the next episode of The Traders. If you guys are not watching Traders, go watch it. It's really good. And like I said last night on the live with Bell and Yocrates, I am pleasantly surprised that Robin Dixon is doing good. And if y'all have been watching my Real Housewives of Potomac reviews for the last how many? I mean, it's been I started season 3 of Potomac. If you guys have been watching me since season 3, you guys have saw my stance when it comes to Robin and how at one point I kind of like Robin. Then it went downhill where I couldn't stand that heifer. And now with Traders, I still can't stand the heifer, but I'm slightly liking the heifer a little bit. Slightly. When I say slightly, I mean slightly. It ain't tipping towards me 100% liking Robin Dixon. But yeah, you guys, that's it. Also, if you guys, like I said, Belle, I know she reviews Salt Lake City as well. So go check her out. Belle, have you because I hadn't really been on my YouTube app today. Have you uploaded your Salt Lake City review? If not, you guys watch out for her to upload hers. She is hilarious. So I have to get off of here if Bell's is up, which actually it is up. I see Bell's is up. So yeah, go check out Bell's review. And that's it, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Salt Lake City, the girls delivered. When I tell you the girls delivered, the girls fucking delivered. Salt Lake City, y'all did the damn thing. So what I will let's talk about this real quick and then we're gonna get off of here. Oh, you are so well, you're most welcome, Bill. So let's talk about this. Season 6 of Salt Lake City. I think they keep this cast. They gotta keep this cast. As wacky as she is, they gotta keep Brittany. They gotta keep this cast for season 6. This cast is stellar. I know people had their issues with Bronwyn, but Bronwyn was an excellent housewife. She was messy. She stirred the pot. So I know people don't. Again, I know people don't see it from Bronwyn, but Bronwyn did what needed to be done. And I'm curious. I'm season 6. I can see it now that her and Lisa will be at odds with each other, and I think that that will be great television because from what I heard, everybody left the reunion in a good space with the exception of Bronwyn with the group. Now, if they want to just throw a monkey wrench in the show, go ahead and bring Monica back. Go ahead and let Monica come back and play with the girls. I know people can't stand Monica, but let Monica come on back and play with the girls. Um, Belle says, "Oh yes, keep all the same people. Brittany is perfect, and Bronwyn is too. Delusional work. It does. Delusional works, and mm, yes, it would be perfect. Isn't she too poor? I don't know, because Monica did House of Villains this year, so I know Monica got a little bit of coin. She got some coin now. It might not be to what the other girls got, but she got a little bit of coin. Monica got some coin. Monica got a. I mean, she ain't giving what Roni gives. See, that's oh. Speaking of them, speaking of Roni, real quick, the reunion looks came. They season may have sucked, but the girls ate up the reunion for Real Housewives of New York. The girls look good. The girls looked good for the Real Housewives of New York reunion. Um, I like I said yesterday after Beverly Hills, I may or may not review their reunion because I've still been watching the show. I just don't watch it on time. I'll watch it maybe days later. So oh no, the looks no not the reunion. I thought she was on food stamps. Monica, the thing with Monica is Monica just lies. So I don't know what the hell Monica. I don't know nothing with Monica. Monica just lies, and that's good for the show. You think the reunion? No, the looks, just the looks alone, not the girls, because I ain't saw nothing for the reunion. The looks alone. Let me see if I can find their looks, and we can put them up here on the screen because they looked amazing. Let me see if I can find the Roni. Everybody looked good, with the exception of Bran. Bran, I don't know what Bran had on. Her look was ugly as fuck to me. So give me a second, you guys. I'm gonna pull the reunion looks for Roni up, and we can discuss them. So give me a second. I'm taking screenshots of them, and then I'll pull them up. Now I will say one of them they had a dress on that's very similar. Actually, it ain't similar. It's the exact same dress that Mary previously wore, a gold dress to reunion, or a gold dress that Mary wore in general. Aaron, I know I saw Mary wear this dress before that Aaron wore to the reunion. But no, the looks are where they sucked at for a season, they made it up. They made up for it in the looks department. They made up for it in the looks. Does it make me interested to watch the reunion? Not necessarily. Although Andy wants to sit here and lie to you and tell you that the reunion, the Real Housewives of New York reunion gave the same thing he's saying for Potomac's reunion, that their reunion gave. I don't buy shit that comes out of Andy Cohen's lying ass mouth. Andy hypes up every reunion. The only reunion that I can say that he said was a good reunion this year was OC. And he won line about OC's reunion because OC delivered a stellar reunion. Speaking of OC, they're keeping the same cast from last season of OC, so I'm happy about that. So we should get another good season of OC. But let's get to these reunion looks for the Real Housewives of New York City. If my phone is uploading, okay. So let me get them over here into StreamYard. Speaking of StreamYard, y'all can count y'all's days because y'all just went up on the price, and I don't like that. Y'all got me spending. Y'all done went up 20 whole dollars on this bad booger, and JB don't like that. Why am I speaking? Why am I referring to myself in third person? Okay, you guys. So we're gonna go down the line of the Salt Lake City reunion. Not Salt Lake City. The Roni. Somebody got left off. So the first person we have is I'm so confused as to what that is on Jenna's head. But look, but the legs are given. The legs are given for Jenna. I just don't know what this look. They look like she got on a robe. It looks like she has on a damn robe, and I'm so confused. That's exactly what I just said. Is that a robe? It looks like a robe. It's given bathrobe. Jenna's is the one that I hate the most. So then we have Uber. I like this look for Uber. This is a cute look. This is a really cute look for Uber. It's simple. What I really love is her heels. It's something about them heels that I'm loving. Love the heels. She made up for them ugly ass confessionals she had this season. She made up for them ugly ass confessionals. Here's Bren. I don't know what the fuck this is that Brand got on. I have no idea what this is that Brand is wearing. You know what? I think she's trying to give. You guys remember that year that was it the Met Gala that Rihanna went to with that see-through outfit on? That's kind of what this is giving. That's kind of what this is giving, but it's giving bootleg version of it. And y'all know how I feel about Brand. She ain't my favorite. Next up is Erin. Like I said, Erin, the dress that Erin is wearing, I know for a fact Mary has wore this dress before. And I feel like she wore it to last year's reunion. Like, I feel like she wore it to last year's reunion. Not Bill says the theme sleepover. It's the theme sleepover. Oh God, that's hilarious. I I get it. Erin's pregnant, so there ain't much that she can do. So okay, we'll let her slide. Now, Jessel. This look, I love Jessel's look. I love the hair. I love this dress. It's an interesting looking dress. I love it. So Jessel is somebody that I saw her dress. And I was like, okay, Jessel, this is a good look. Oh yeah, Erin is pregnant. I don't know when Erin is due, but yeah, Erin's pregnant. Erin and Abe are expecting their fourth child together. So next up is Psy. Psy's look is uh, okay, I guess. It ain't something that I was like, I'm not wild about it, but I'm not upset about Psy's look either. Bell says, yeah, Jessel's look is amazing. Okay, debutante. Because that, yep, it definitely does give debutante. And then the last look is not 1860. Raquel. 1860. I like Raquel's look. Her hair, it's interesting. I don't know how I feel about this hair being pushed all the way back because it exposes her big ass forehead, but the dress is pretty. It's an interesting looking dress. But yeah, I mean, like I said, the New York girls gave more in their fashion for the reunion than they did in their season. But the only ones who, like I said, I like their looks is uh what's her name again? Shall whatever this woman name is again. Raquel. Raquel, Jessel, and Uba. Those are the only ones that I like. Cause I don't know what the fuck this is. That Jenna got on a bathrobe. Jenna has a bathrobe on. Brand has on somebody's nightgown. And we're gonna let Erin slide because she's pregnant. We're gonna let Erin slide because she's pregnant. And that's it, you guys. But yeah, those are the New York looks. But if I had to pick somebody that I really like, I agree with Bill. It's Jessel. It's Jessel. So their season finale is this Tuesday, and their reunion starts the following week. Yeah, you guys, that's all we got. We'll be back next week for part. Now, you guys know when it comes to Bravo reunions, now that they're on Peacock and they're uncensored the next day, I watch the uncensored versions of the reunions. I watch the uncensored versions. So that's what you guys will get my review on next week is the uncensored version of the Salt Lake City reunion. So I'll see you guys for that. But as always, you guys know the routine. Stay safe out there. You guys take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Be blessed. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bill says, nope, you got to come even harder when you with y'all. Now, Bill, this is a white woman. This is a white woman. What you expect? Like she ain't a sister, because a black woman gonna come with the fashions. Erin is a white woman. But I'll see you guys later. Bye. Laugh my ass off. Yes. But I'll see you guys later.